This video we're about to react to is by Cameron, TikTok's worst motivational speaker. So let's see what this is, because I have my own motivation. My own motivation is, damn, I give myself motivation. Damn, you look beautiful. Damn, your skin's looking great. Damn, you moving different. That's my motivation. So let's hear about what these I call these people who need motivation, which I'm not judging them, but like I call it not artificial. That is no, I call it like artificial energy. Call it something else. I'll come back to it. But regardless, let's get to the video.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh my God, this nigga just became a human cereal bowl, and he's doing that in a fucking Walmart or a Meijer or wherever. That bald ass. Oh my God, him with that milk on his head, he was like a fucking chocolate light bulb. He was like a chocolate light bulb.
If she don't think you can do it,
I've never seen him before.
Don't think you can do it. It don't matter if they don't think you can do it. As you
He's trying not to fall.
This man in the back is flabbergasted.
On
He
God.
has never seen anything like this inside of his store. He's never seen a bald black man in a tank top with two mismatched shoes pouring.
I didn't even realize he had mismatched shoes on, bro. On God. And I know he's pissed because he know that he gotta fucking clean that shit up too.
Milk and cereal over his head.
Why
I'm
is
not
this
gonna lie,
bald
if I
ass
was
black
this
man
I would-
pouring cereal and milk on himself, yelling at a camera? The shit that people do for fucking clout, bro. Oh my
in the
God,
same
it's just
position
funny.
because this is very odd. This man looks about 50. Start a family. What are you doing with your life? People will do anything for clout. Where do you see yourself
You do
between the
anything for
ages of 30 to 40 years old? Now, while you think about that, I'm gonna.
I already know. Between the ages of 30, 40 years old, making my family, still enjoying my freedom, having fun with my family and my friends, and also still building this and investing in different things to add on to my wealth, and pretty much just building and also growing with myself and loving myself and growing spiritually and getting all my releasing all my traumas like that, and just getting better in life.
Tell you where I see myself. I definitely see myself having a family, having a wife, having some kids,
Oh God,
coaching
Pink
my
Panthers.
kids up to be the next LeBron James with my 5'7" genetics.
Oh
I definitely
God.
see myself still creating content or doing something within the entertainment industry, like voice acting,
Hell
or
yeah.
maybe even acting if I could get into.
I ain't even think about that too. Shit, get into acting, bro, performing on live on stage and shit like that. Like, I got so much shit, but that's I'm not gonna be saying that out here. I say it, I don't care. But yeah, definitely getting better with this. Moving on to other platforms, going on to other platforms, as in like other podcasts and stuff like that. Definitely might not dip my toe going full pushing the music. I would definitely want to make some music, act, and shit like that. Like, yeah.
Movie, that would be pretty sick. And most definitely playing some GTA 6 daily, because we know damn well GTA 7 isn't going to be out around that time. That game is not coming out for another century. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough. But now that I'm done talking and you're done thinking, notice how none of you said running around Walmart screaming motivational quotes, pouring milk and cereal over
Yeah.
your bean head. And that's because you're gonna be
bean
much
head.
older and much more mature. You're gonna
Yeah.
want to be a good role model for your family. Like when
Yes.
you're much older, you're not gonna be sitting here chasing clout by destroying stores.
That is facts.
But it looks like quite the opposite for this man right here. See the truth. A TikTok
He playing
motivational
ketchup
speaker
on us?
that basically runs around pouring milk and cereal on his head, screaming motivational quotes, and that's pretty much his content. He's more like a motivational destroyer. I'd
Yeah.
like to call him that rather than a motivational speaker. I feel like nothing this man says even motivates me. It kind of just pisses me off. Like with most motivational speakers, they'll say a speech or something and it'll make you want to get up and, like, I don't know, bench press a tank. But with this guy, it kind of just makes me want to throw my phone across the room and hope it doesn't work anymore, so I never have to see something like this again. But hey,
But here's the thing, you know what's crazy too? I've never really been into motivational speakers. Another reason why is because, bruh, like I said, it's artificial. Let's say artificial energy. It's not natural. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, I never drink coffee. When I work out, I don't do I don't do like pre-workout. Right? It's not authentic. I create my own. So like he's talking about, motivational speakers that'll make you want to go and bitch press a fucking tank. But then it leaves. That motivation that somebody else gives you, it leaves. It goes out of your body. My motivation is from within. I'm doing it. That never leaves me. It never leaves me. So that's why I don't do the motivational speech. It's funny because I don't do the motivational speeches. When I was in the military, when I was in basic and AIT, they would put on these motivational speeches and shit like that to try to motivate us to motivate us to get through with basic AIT. Bro, I hated that shit. I'm like, man, turn this bullshit off, man. Because I knew, I was like, bro, I don't need a motivational speech to get me through this shit. I can get me through this shit. I'm taking it a day at a time. I already knew all the shit they said was fucking cap, and it helped some people, but it's like, bro, this shit was just bullshit, and I just did not want to hear it. It sounded like hoopla, like when I went to church. Whole lot of hoopla.
Hey, maybe I'm just hating. Why don't we peep another one of his motivational speech videos?
Damn!
It looks like I was right. It looks like I was totally correct right there. This man did all of that just to say you can't quit. He could have just sat inside, maybe just said you can't quit in front of a phone, and then maybe put some sad music in the background and some text on the screen, and then boom, like you just have some motivation right there instead of going around a store, destroying it, screaming your message. Like, I feel like there's a much better way to do this. And the fact that this man is like 40, he looks 40, but at the same time, I don't want to say he's 40. If he's 50 years old doing this, then I'm not gonna lie, you gotta reevaluate your life.
Facts.
You need to start that family ASAP, no Rocky. But like I said, like nothing this man says is motivating. Let's look at somebody like David Goggins, right? That man is a true motivational speaker.
Have enough pride in your self to not have this hacky shit
Now
to
here's
get
the thing
motivated.
too.
When David
Goggins, because I'm sure that Cameron's about to say the same shit, but when David Goggins, like if I did get into the motivational speeches and listen to that, David Goggins is the individual I would listen to. Because he be actually doing the shit, he be running, and he, like, his testimonies and everything and the shit that he's done with his life, oh hell yeah. Like, I'm going and I'm doing it while I'm, and that would never leave, because like, damn, like, he's out here doing it, he's not making me feel bad, and da-da-da-da. And that shit actually stays. My supervisor at work said that he listens to David Goggins while he works out. I'm like, hey, it's good for you. But yeah, but I don't need it because I got my own.
Goggins says something, I be feeling it in my chest. Pause. If David Goggins says to stay hard, what do you think we're all gonna do? We're all gonna stay hard.
We're bricked.
Pause again. Okay, pause. Like David Goggins, his words have power, but this man see the truth. His words have no power because of his actions. Like, he just looks like a fool. This man is legit dumping milk and pouring cereal over his head and messing up the entire store. You can see all the people in the back just looking at him like he's a fool because he is one. At least when David Goggins is saying something motivational, he's on a run or lifting weights, or he's doing something that'll make you want to get out of bed and get to work. While this man, on the other hand, he just looks like a complete idiot pouring milk and cereal on his bean head, acting like it's
he does like a pinto bean.
I feel bad for the employees having to clean that up. That is so true. This is embarrassing. Not funny. Dude blind at the end. Y'all play too much. There's no way this guy is blind. There's no way this guy is blind. And if he is blind, then the person recording this is super, super, super wrong. Super duper wrong. Actually, no, this man has ears. He can hear when he's outside. Most definitely. Don't worry about the mess. Listen to the message. That has to be one of the most brain dead comments I've ever seen. What do you mean, don't worry about the mess? This man quite literally is pouring milk and cereal on the ground to get this weak ass message off. It's not like he's doing it for attention. Extraordinary. All he's saying is you can't quit. But before we get any further into this nonsense, I have a quick little announcement. I recently started a podcast with my good homies, Your Bud Tevin and Philly on Mars. We recently dropped our first episode. If y'all want to check that out, the link will be in the description. I've also been streaming a lot on Twitch recently at Twitch Cameron WAK. Make sure to go follow me over there. For those of you who have been missing the streams, don't worry, I got y'all, because I do have a live channel in the description as well, where you can catch up on anything that you've missed. And on that channel, I post pretty consistently, almost every day. But that being said, back to this nonsense. Seems like this next video, before we even play it, this man is inside a Target with a Spider-Man suit on. It just keeps on getting worse and worse. And you can already see before this video starts, this man is already looking at him. He knows he's about to be on some BS. And this woman also, she knows this man is going to be on some BS. But let's proceed.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. Even if you're depressed, you gotta keep pushing. Even if you're going through addiction, you gotta keep pushing.
I don't think this content is helping anyone
It's
through
not.
addiction. I'd
It's
argue
not.
that this content is making someone fall even deeper
Yeah,
into addiction.
exactly, bro. Oh
This-
God, like a bald black. What the fuck? Like a bald black dude
Making a website.
in a Target. Like, bro, a bald black dude in a Target pouring milk and cereal on himself while screaming to get rid of your addiction. It make me feel like, am I like on shrooms or something like that? Like, I gotta be high to watch your content, brother. I gotta be. Like, it absolutely makes no sense.
This isn't helping them at all.
It doesn't.
You
Yeah.
can't just be sitting there, laying there, not doing nothing. You gotta keep pushing.
I'm not gonna lie, sitting there, laying there, doing absolutely nothing is better than going into a store in
Yeah.
a Spider-Man suit
Yeah.
with 2 mismatched shoes on
Yeah.
and pouring milk and cereal over your head at 40 years old. I'd rather be
It's like,
sitting
how do you
doing-
think? It's like, bro, how do you even think about, like, bro, how do you think about doing that as content? Literally, just you woke up one day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into a store, buy some milk and buy some cereal, and post motivational content. You know what? I'm gonna be different. Instead of leaving that store, I'm just gonna run it with mismatched shoes on, pour the cereal and the milk on myself, and spew out motivational shit. I got him. And the thing is, like, bruh, you know, he started out with, like, everybody starts out on the low end. So it's like, how did you even get popular? Like, how did the algorithm know to push this brain rotted shit? And then shit like mine is just not. I mean, I'm getting on the algorithm, obviously, but it's like, I've never heard of this dude until Cameron.
nothing than standing doing this BS.
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
Well, I keep pushing.
That man legit third party. He said, keep pushing, just out of nowhere. You know, I will say though, it looks like this man is really living his motivational speeches, and he obviously doesn't care about what they're saying. There's probably many people on the daily that call him an idiot, which they're right about that. I'm one of them. He's definitely an idiot. Yeah, I guess he's living his speeches. That's a W. But at the same time, is all this really necessary for this message that you're saying? I feel like the worst part about all of this is the gigantic mess that this grown man is creating. Heavy emphasis on grown man. Like, if I were to walk into Target post motivational destruction, I'd assume that a child couldn't get a Fortnite toy, so they decided to destroy the groceries in their mother's basket. I think that's where the mess came from. This man is creating a huge mess for TikTok clout, and it's not even like it's a small mess that you can just pick up. This
It's
isn't like
huge.
3 balls just
Yeah,
on the ground
it's-
that you can
it's-
just, oh,
bruh.
my bad, you know? This is a huge mess. This is cereal and milk on the ground. You have to sweep this up. You have to mop this up. And he's doing this all for TikTok clout. And note, I say TikTok clout, not TikTok pay. These videos are less than a minute long. On TikTok, when you post on there, to get paid, you have to post videos that are a minute or longer. He's creating a mess just for fun. And he's not making a singular penny in monetization from these videos, just embarrassing himself and destroying stores for fun. This man has the prime toddler mentality. It is insane. And I'm not trying to say that if he was getting paid, that would make what he's doing right. But at the same time, it would make it a little better, you know? At least you're getting a little money for it. The fact
Yeah.
that he's doing all of this for no money at all, he's doing it for completely free, for the free ball, is wild. And the crazy part is, I highly doubt this man-child is cleaning any of this up, because they probably just kick him out directly after because they're so fed up with him. Like, I've worked retail jobs before. Funny enough, Target was actually one of them. And anyone who's worked a retail job can probably vouch when I say this, but if they're fed up enough with you, they'll just kick you out. They're not gonna sit there and tell you to clean up your mess or any of that stuff. They're just gonna be like, hey, get out, we're tired of you. And this huge mess will most likely fall onto one of the workers, unfortunately. Especially a mess like this. This
Bruh.
isn't a mess that you can just quickly clean up. Now let's say
I worked at Kroger as my first job. Thank God that clout. It may have been a real thing back then, but people didn't care about it enough, and nobody came in and made messes like that. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be sick if somebody came in and just did that shit just for a TikTok clip and leave and left that mess. They try to make me, nigga, I'm not cleaning that shit up. I'm not cleaning that shit up, bro. And I've banned that individual from the store.
He does clean this up though. Let's say after his motivational destruction is done, he grabs the broom and mop and gets to work. I still don't think that makes what he's doing any better, if I'm being completely honest. Because you're creating this large inconvenience to the workers and customers, all for some internet fame. That is...
And not just that. First of all, they won't even allow you to clean it up because they'll have non-slip shoes on. And say you were cleaning it up, but you slip and fall. Then now that'd be liable on the company. Actually, maybe. I don't think so, because they probably have cameras. They probably saw that he made that message like that. But anyway, you're making a mess, but also people can trip and fall, and they could sue. They could sue you, and they could sue Target, or whatever store they could be in. So you're causing a hazard for clout. So, hey, one of those videos, if somebody falls, and they sue them, if they get hurt, like really bad, get a concussion, oh, he's cooked.